Well, hi, welcome back. Okay, so it's December 22nd, and as you can see, this piece is shaping up now. We're down to the final finishing. So I'm just going to show you some of the detailing that I've been doing and will continue to do. I probably have about, at this point, at least 80 hours into the whole entire piece, if you remember what it looked like when it first started. So just now really down into the finer little sanding bars and tiny little files. New riffler. Did find some rifflers when I went up to Rockland the other day. Also, sometimes what it helps is this, it's a sort of a sanding tape to get into very small little areas. All right, so I'm going to kind of get this better position so you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm using a scraper, and I think you can see some of the curls of wood that come off of it. It's really a great way of taking a lot of the marks away. So it gives it a much smoother and quicker way of removing all the rasping marks that I have on there, and you know, any sanding marks. Here I've switched over. I'm using a sanding bar. I think I have 180 grit on that at this point, and just refining some of the facial features. And here's a close-up of the scraping, one of the scraping tools that I've been using. This is just a flat one, very good for wide surfaces. And you can see it takes off nice curls of wood there. Yeah, so you just use that corner area, and pretty amazing. It can get into some detailed spots. Well, I slowed the video down a little bit because I wanted you to see the actual speed that I use when I'm scraping. It's a very slow and deliberate movement. So part of this learning experience is actually listening to the wooden scraper. Notice when I go this direction, you hear that? It catches the wood fibers. I know I'm going the wrong way then. So it's not only about looking, but it's about listening. Well, here I'm speeding up the process for you to see just how I have approached this particular hand and the variety of tools that I'm using. I switch between diamond files and fine rasp. Actually, it's a riffler. Different shapes on the diamond tools as well. And you can see there, I call it a sanding bar, but it has sandpaper on it. I can reach in little places. And again, it's important to state the shapes that I'm forming. So I don't have to put a lot of detail in, but I do want to define the knuckles and the planes where the fingers start to turn from the knuckles, and just describe briefly what happens in between those knuckles, and the mind of the viewer will fill in. I don't have to put in a lot of detail, but enough. And I'm working under one light source right now so that I can again see those planes pretty clearly, because I mean that's really what defines sculpture, is those deep shadowed areas and the highlighted areas, planes that turn away from the light, planes that turn towards the light. And a quick little hit on the elbow there. And again, I've kept this in fast motion. I am cleaning up around the where the shoes meet the base. You can see how efficient and quick using a nearly flat gouge is. And I like the look of, it's almost like a shadow look by cleaning up there and making that wood, when you take the gouge and you scrape it clean like that, it gives it a clean cut so the wood comes more to its truer color. Well, and this is the area that takes a lot of focus, concentration, patience. I like to have a clean area in these transition areas where one form meets another form. It just gives the piece an overall clean look. Okay, it is now the end of day. You can see that western light just streaming in, and trying to get as much sanding done as I can before the light totally changes into darkness. So, and this is pretty much what I'm doing. A lot of sanding, a lot of detail sanding. Well, here I am, the end of another day. 7 hours of sanding. I am getting down to having the whole piece be 150 grit. I probably will go for 240 grit as the final. So right now I'm just taking everything down to that smoothness. I'm tired. Part of this is really like almost insanity. It's been a while since I've done this kind of really deep finishing work. A lot of my other work doesn't really call for this kind of smoothness. But this piece really, it's nice. All right, well, I promise this is the next to last video. The next video will be of the completed Ponder project.